So, how did my journey begin? Who knows? Well, I'm all that is, so all that is doesn't have a beginning. So, but my conscious awareness journey began when I started realizing that I was consciously creating through frequency. Like one such time was when I was having an argument with a coworker because they had triggered me. Now we all get triggered sometimes because hey, we like to say we're human. But yeah, I'm still healing all those ancestral things and traumas, and yeah, so that's how it came about. So I was having this argument and I was gonna tell them off and put them in their place because who were they to tell me blah blah blah. But during such a moment, like just brief pause, I had I guess an epiphany, realization just came into me, and an impulse, it was an impulse, yeah, an impulse, a nudge, very subtle. But since I know how to communicate with frequency, which I'll tell you how. So this impulse made me just step back, because by that time I could feel just my body clenching, just the tenseness of my body, and that's when the impulse came, like maybe just stop talking. Change the subject. So that was in my head, and I did that. And the moment I did that, I had this, I knew it was communication from my higher self, because I know how communication with my higher self comes through in impulses. And in that instant, my higher self showed me in my mind's eye different realities of how that conversation or that reality could go. I was exposed to just what I would call different timelines like unfolding. So like that was one moment when my psychic gifts and abilities were starting to awake. Now I know that I did, but I was just floored that I could perceive different realities just by, no, I was just floored by that. And also the realization that my choice to not keep on feeling that tense feeling in my body, to just drop it, that choice to drop it changed the trajectory of the timeline that I was on. And like it was in my mind's eye, this showing me all this. I thought that was a cool thing. So a real quick clarification on my communication with my higher self, and how I know the communication, I guess how I know the language. So I was raised as a Christian, you know, tongue talking, saved, spirit filled, the whole shebang. So I knew how to talk in tongues. I still do talk in tongues, I just call it something different, like language pretty much. So it's the same thing. You know, when you raise your vibration, you begin to realize, as you expose yourself to higher frequencies, you begin to realize that people use different languages to describe the same thing. I just anchor on the essence of the frequency as how I would know that source is God, is the universe, is consciousness, is all that is. All those are different languages depending on how your beliefs are based. And yeah, so I already knew how to talk to Holy Spirit and how I got messages from Holy Spirit, those nudges and impulses. I mean, I wasn't good at listening. I just knew. I just knew. But from that moment on, during those times, as I explored my expansion, I began to realize that Holy Spirit is just my higher self, pretty much. That's a beautiful thing.